I'm gonna need conservatives to get over their fear of tampons because it's 2024. This is getting pathetic. Right now, Republicans are attacking Democratic VP candidate Tim Walz for ensuring free menstrual products in Minnesota public schools. They've even started calling him Tampon Tim. So this week for Mother Jones, I want to break down what conservatives are allegedly upset about, why this entire panic is ridiculous, and how free menstrual products in public schools benefit all students, not just trans ones. After Kamala Harris chose Tim Walz as her running mate last week, Republicans have poured over the governor's record, latching on to the 2023 education bill. This bill ensured $2.2 billion in K-12 spending and included a bunch of provisions like free school meals, less traumatic lockdown drills, and required personal finance classes. This bill also ensured free menstrual products for every menstruating student. And that's regardless of gender. But the law doesn't actually mandate putting tampons in boys' bathrooms.
He signed a bill. He wants tampons in boys' bathrooms. I don't think so.
Reporting by CNN and the New York Times couldn't find any schools actually doing that right now. So yeah, this is the greatest moral panic of our time.
Now we have tampons in all men's bathrooms in Minnesota.
This guy put tampons in boys' bathrooms. Fourth grade boys' bathrooms, tampons.
As a woman, I think there's no greater threat to our health than leaders who support gender transition surgeries for young minors, who support putting tampons in men's bathrooms in public schools.
Baby girl, this is your boss.
That's a real threat to women and girls across this country.
These panicked attacks are all over the place. But a word you'll hear a lot is creepy.
Tampons in all bathrooms? Creepy.
Will anyone ask Tim Walz about his creepy mandates to put tampons in boys' public school bathrooms?
I think what we're having a hard time here with old Timmy is failure to come across anything less than creepy.
Still on the defense from Democrats' weird accusations, Republicans are doubling down on years of calling liberals and teachers, and especially queer people, creeps. Also a lot of other words that would get this video removed. So now, whether it's because of the trans thing or the vagina thing, tampons, a necessary and morally neutral sanitary product, are the latest thing under attack.
No wonder people on X are calling him Tampon Tim.
Now, like most things conservatives whine about, this is completely disingenuous. About half the country has laws and/or funding for putting free menstrual products in any and all public school bathrooms. And it's not just blue states either. Alabama, Georgia, Nebraska, Utah, North Carolina. These states all have policies regarding free menstrual products. In fact, Minnesota is kind of late to the game. Additionally, Trump signed very similar legislation. In 2018, he signed the First Step Act, which, among other things, ensured free menstrual products to all federal prisoners, regardless of gender. But let's move past the fact that Donald Trump, federal prison, and Alabama are all now woke, because there are a lot of good reasons to ensure free menstrual products for all students. Because while schools should ensure every student has equal access to hygienic products, regardless of gender identity, students who can't afford menstrual products, or even have family members like a mother or sister who can't afford menstrual products, can bring them home. Another reason? Double the number of pads and tampons. No woman has ever complained about being too well stocked with sanitary products. But I think most importantly, this policy normalizes the existence of periods to both boys and girls. Tampon Tim is supposed to be an insult, but think about it for just 1 second. Why? How are we still seeing menstrual products as taboo when about half the country uses them? Why are we treating an entire drugstore aisle like Beetlejuice? Is it because they'll make your son gay or trans?
The transgender issues, putting tampons in all the boys' bathrooms.
Probably not, or you wouldn't let your wife buy Tampax. Or is it because this is too frivolous? The government's spending too much money on tampons.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Save the money. Don't stock tampons in boys' bathrooms.
Okay, so you're also against the $84 million we spend on erectile dysfunction, right?
What kind of disrespect is that to the taxpayer?
None of these reasons quite add up, so I'm guessing you just think tampons are, too icky.
All but 4 schools to put women's, menstrual products in boys' bathrooms.
Republicans are desperate to control our vaginas, but refuse to learn anything about them. They fight against abortions that would save mothers, birth control that would stop those disgusting periods, and accessible products that keep us from bleeding down our leg. And if everything I just said was too gross for you, stay the fuck out of my snatch. Because tampons aren't an insult. Providing them isn't some queer ploy for power. And trying to structure an entire campaign against menstrual products feels like a bad idea when you keep antagonizing women. But most importantly, why is this up for debate? The only question we should be asking is cardboard or plastic. So please, take a deep breath, count to 10, and remember, it is a cylinder of cotton. You are going to be fine.